Sheikh Ahmad al-Rifai writes in his book that Abdul Qadir al-Jilani went to the region of Dasnafi with some of his murids to spread Islam. The archbishop there, who had spent some time in Baghdad and Egypt and had heard some ahadith from Muslim scholars, approached Gawth al-Adam and said,
"There is a hadith of your prophet in which he said, 'The lordly scholars of my ummah will be like the prophets of Banu Israel.'"
Al-Gawth al-Adam asked,
"What doubt do you have in this?"
The bishop replied,
"Isa, Jesus peace be upon him, was a prophet of the Banu Israel, and Allah gave him the miracle of resurrecting the dead with one strike. You are from the ulama of your prophet's ummah, so show us something like that of the prophets of the Banu Israel."
Al-Gawth al-Adam said,
"Without doubt, this is the dignity of the lordly scholars of our prophet, meaning the friends of Allah."
Thus, Gawth al-Adam went with him to a graveyard nearby. The bishop pointed at a very old grave and said,
"I want to see this deceased person exactly like that."
Gawth al-Adam came closer to the grave, and while striking the grave, he said,
"Rise with the will of Allah, and show this person what he wants."
The grave opened that very moment. The deceased rose, greeted Al-Gawth al-Adam, and then asked,
"Has the day of judgment arrived?"
Al-Gawth al-Adam replied,
"No, this was done upon the request of this priest. Inform him from which era you are."
He said,
"I am from the time of Sayyiduna Daniel, and I was his follower."
Al-Gawth al-Adam then said,
"Return back to your grave. You will stay there until the day of judgment."
The deceased returned back to his grave, and it closed with the will of Allah. Witnessing this miracle of Sultan al-Awliya Sheikh Abdul Qadir, the bishop and all of his people entered into the folds of Islam, which later on made great successful and victorious efforts for Islam.